Hello and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. We're back into the swamp, where we last time completed a quest, although it didn't feel like we did a whole lot of things. We completed the Heim Quarry and the Frog Bog in sort of one fell swoop. We got 4 unvisited locations, but I think we were at the Gatorman Fortress. Now, unlike usually, I'd rather avoid random encounters because they likely would lead to some... a spot of color in this drab. Some other time, yes. It seems that the random encounters here are related to the quests in... what do we got? Ooh, I don't think I've been here before. I mean, I've been to something similar. Hey, go away! This hole leads down into a massive underground chamber. Honestly? Wow, 60! Hey! Well, now that we have a lot of unspent experience, let's go into books and see what we can get. Grants a spell damage perk. Kinda pointless, but it's probably free the first time. It is not. Maybe later. Further upgrade free for all. Hotfoot, that was setting people on fire. Cost 100, but that is very useful. Upon a closer reading, you realize that this isn't just a story about a guy who likes to burn stuff. It's a story about a guy who really likes to burn stuff. To be more like him, you burn the book. Okay, so that can't be upgraded further. That's fair enough. Complete Sports Almanac. What's that? Not right now. I mean, free armor is nice, so let's go for that. It's also just 80. There's a lot of filth to wade through here. What have we got? I can't see my experience point here, which is a bit of an oversight. Short stories of long winters. Hot armor. Yeah. So 65. Okay, that's probably going to limit things. 50. We got range damage. That's melee damage. Ah, biscuit. Well, so it won't upgrade the damage, but it will upgrade who it deals damage to. It could be an option when it comes against the crowd, so yeah. You concentrate on the longer poems until their beautiful complex language is echoing in your head like a brawl in a room with bad acoustics. You absentmindedly kick and punch the book until it's nothing but a pile of confetti, each tiny piece emblazoned with a beautiful single-word poem. Alright. Well, we're getting through it nice and steadily. Books. To stretch, man. Oh! Can I do that now? No! No, I cannot. Well, I do get the base skill, but I just can't upgrade it. Alright, that was not bad. Do these fellas... this bunch of gatormen. Wait, what's the collective noun for gator men? A cruelty? A depravity? A butthole? Well, anyway, this bunch of gatormen are so shocked, or drunk, to see a human stroll in their front door, they haven't attacked you yet. Alright, well, I'm only given the option to fight them. Gatorman Rottooth. Okay, what do we got? Rage Jerk. That's a lot of damage. Munch a mushroom. Okay, we don't know what that is. Oh, so that's right, because both of these will attack Yeek. That's no bueno. Let's put you on fire. +5. Nice. And fire will raise by 1 after each turn. Let's avoid putting him on fire for now. So this will deal damage to me and to 3 to all enemies. That's not a lot. Irritable, so you're gonna do more damage when you get damaged. Okay, so fire is not a great way to deal with you. You probably would want some kind of... Well, I am mostly melee based, so this should be an efficient way of dealing with things. Reduce the moxie. That could be good. Let's see, what do we got? Reduce! I mean, that's gotta be weird because... Yeah, we're dealing damage, so that basically lowered it by 3 and raised it by 3, but... how much damage will I do? 20 damage. So I can take this guy out. Let's do that. Eliminate the incoming damage is probably not a bad idea. Flabby. Yeah, let's for the sake of curing poison for me and for healing Yig. All right, that's annoying. But a nice bit of healing. Ow! Well, I wish. So you'll take 6 fire damage. Alright, ups the damage output of everyone. That's nice, that's nice. This doesn't deal any damage. So that's significantly lowered his abilities. He's still gonna do stuff, but it's gonna be less efficient. Let's oh, I've already used my standard attack. You are going to die. So this means, oh yeah, this will kill you. Yeah, that's probably for the better. Healing? Yeah, why not? You poisoned yourself. Good job. Alright, well, we don't really need to do a whole lot of stuff here. Chew damage. Oh, is this because it's based on mysticality and not muscle? Because you don't seem to have physical armor. I guess it's mysticality then, because my mysticality is not very high. So that does count as a spell. Okay, in that case, it is relevant to get an increase in spell damage. Ooh, 3 physical damage and reduce the mysticality. That sounds like fun. Well, not to me, not to him, but... Ooh. So now... Well, this will... Well, it will not kill him, but him taking poison damage will. Goodbye. Could Gabby? Yeah, but why? It's literally pointless. Besides, Gator Stick. Muzzle plus stench damage. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Swamp Eel Headband. Gatorman Hide. Quest item. You also collect a gator hide from that hunter, which is way less grisly than it sounds. The gatormen are just carrying these around. But that should be enough to... Oh, not that. What was it that we was looking for? Kicking for foreign profit? No. Meaty expertise? No. Was it hot armor? Yeah, I think so. Ah, 28. Okay, yeah, okay. Not even close. Anything on the table? No. Oh! The remains of an awful, awful meal. The chain wasn't very well attached very well, and the whole thing comes loose. Refrigerator on a chain. Neither the refrigerator nor the chain is in very good shape, but you're probably not going to find a better version of this very specific combination. That's weird. It's not a quest item. It's not equipable, but I mean, we have it. It's a nasty pipe sticking out of the wall. It probably leads to the outside, but you'd rather fight a whole horde of gatormen than have to crawl out through that thing because it smells terrible. This must be the gatormen's dinner bell. This is a bad idea. You've already defeated the guards, so there isn't much point. Oh, really? Just 3? It's Charles. He's in a cage. It's a cage with Charles in it. Charles! Shh, they'll hear you. Don't worry about it. I already took care of all the guards. Oh, well, that's a relief. You're the adventuresome type and all. You know how to pick a lock. Only with an appropriately shaped key. You'll have to get it off of the leader then. I think his room is down the other end of the hall. Yeah, figures. Well, we haven't gone into the central room. Hello! Ooh. This shoebox is waterlogged. A real surfeit of nouns. Wide loafers. Okay, you know the deal. With shoes, we have to equip them. Yes. Let's investigate. The barrel says chloroform on it, and so does the smell leaking out of it. Oof. Leave it alone, because I wanted to fish. Why not? Continue fishing. And 1 wet cigarette. This is really gross. Can I... If I dump it out, won't I be knocked out? I see what you're going for. Sure, filling the place with chloroform fumes would knock out all the guards, but it would also knock you out. And the water you're standing in is almost knee-deep. You can double-check your to-do list if you want, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have drown scheduled for today. Oh, alright. Grab a chain. Why? Well, why not? Okay. Aha! Property private. Scam. What the is this place? You don't know what this object is, but oh wait, it's got blood all over it. It's an altar. Where did he go? Ooh. So this only works... Wait. Does it? Oh, now it does. Whee! I'm serious! Go away! Well, I'm also serious. Oh! Whatever this is extremely broken. Well, I think... What's I know? Food? Probably not a swamp mushroom. Damage of magical weapons? Nope. Shadow hot dog? Nope. Muzzle and mysticality and moxie. Why not? Get a bit of a base going for that. All these blocks are clearly trying to move in a way that makes sense. They must have gotten knocked out of alignment. You move the blocks around relative to each other, so until they start moving in a more satisfying pattern, assuming you're a person who thinks a smooth circular pattern is more satisfying than juddery spark-spewing chaos. So surely everybody is that kind of person. This has to be right. Yep. This device seems less broken now. You can use 3 additional combat items per round. Definitely worth it. Nice. Good grief, you wouldn't have fixed it if you'd known it was going to be so ungrateful. Sabo! I warning! Kill you! Sure you do, buddy, sure you do. Is this some kind of ancient temple guardian or something? It's shooting out a bunch of tightly focused beams of light that science does not yet have a name for, but which you can probably assume you don't want touching you. Yeah. So 1 extra Moxie, is it, eh? Let's see. Moxie 7, and I think mine is 6. Yeah, so... filters. Moxie. I could put that on just for the sake of it. Avoid the beams. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just... Oh, okay. Right, back to the... let's see. Maximum AP. No, that was not what I wanted. I want to use the driving cap because it gives me an extra AP per round. Having regeneration would also be nice, but I'll settle for this. You worst! I destroy! Goliath kill! And that's why you have to be precise. Do I get the key from this, or... Hematic Ichor. You've gotten a cursed key. This has to be the key Charles mentioned. You look at the hulking Goliath at the end of the hall. There doesn't seem to be anything beyond it, and it looks like it could squash you in an instant. Let's go back and unlock Charles. Oh, okay, fine. You found the key? I think so. It looks kind of weird, though. Yeah, I don't like the looks of it that at all. I bet dollars to donuts that's the artifact we're looking for. It couldn't possibly be the key to this random Gatorman cage in the middle of nowhere, then, could it? Well, it might have some kind of key-related powers. Normally I'd advise against using it, but I don't see any other way out of this mess. Okay, here goes. The key shifts unpleasantly in your hand, buzzing and clicking through a jerky slideshow of shapes, as though searching for the particular slice of a higher dimensional object that will fit this lock. When it finally finds the right one, it jerks forward in your hand, twists, and the lock clicks open. Your hand feels numb. Thanks, Rain. Thought for sure my bacon was well and truly fried. Don't mention it, Charles. Let's just get the heck out of this dump. With no further cause to stick around apart from any unfinished side quest you might have. But you can always come back for later. You escort Charles back to town. Let's go! Rain, you found the curse artifact and brought Charles back home safely. I can't express how grateful I am. I don't know what we'd do without him. Thank you so much. Well, it wasn't nothing, but you know. Yeah, I get it. Don't forget to uncurse that thing before you go to bed. This key seems like it has the power to open any lock. That could be extremely useful. Would it really be all that bad if I didn't uncurse it? Well, I'm not going to drag you into the machine and force you to do it, but yes, I don't actually know what would happen if you don't uncurse it. But I assume it would be pretty bad. Look, you uncursed all the other things, right? Yes. Great, so go ahead and uncurse this one too, okay? Better safe than sorry. Alright. Well, messages. There's a note for you. Call Don T with a phone number.
Don Templeton speaking.
Don, that was unusually concise. Are you feeling okay?
The boss is mad about the telephone bill. I've been encouraged to keep this brief.
I see. Well, what's the job?
Gracie Steve will have the details for you.
Okay. Well, my reasoning is that if I can sleep and get a new day, I can get rid of the negative effects that are afflicting me. What? That is new. Oh. Why would you want to go into a previously severed curse? What? Oh, wait. We have a Where is it? We have swamp gears. This gears really grinds your gears. Perhaps that lady from the swamp will tell you soon about the boon she wants in exchange for this thing's removal. So I can just remove it in the machine? Oh well. On Curse, the key. The key jumps up to the roof of the dome and sticks there, shaking and keening, that's the sound keys make, against the metal. The lights in the store whine and flicker, then cut out completely. Dang it! Only when the power is out does the key calm down, give up the most odious part of itself to the machine, and drop back down on your lap. Light returns to the store. Fixed it! He had a spare light bulb under the cat. On Qa'Rajh. Okay. The key's curse lingers in the machine, it itself an arcane lock, to be solved only by a projection of consciousness. Do it! Why not? We are on a train and we have a very fancy moustache. Greetings, sir. I have assembled everyone just as you asked, Detective, the victim's wife, and the two men who were present in the passenger car at the time. I confess the truth of this murder continues to elude me, but I have no doubt that you are soon to enlighten us with your great powers of deduction and observation. May I inspect the body again? I know that wouldn't be fair for the other passengers who haven't had a look yet. I see, but I will tell you again what I know. At 11:13 a.m., the professor dropped dead in his chair after sitting down with his wife for a cup of tea. At that time, Mr. Ryukensi and Mr. Andretti were the only other passengers present in this car. Mr. Perry returned later. The rest I leave to you to deduce, Detective. I need a moment. Oh. Charles? Martin Perry, a youth. Yume Ryukensi, the victim's wife. Niccolo Andretti, a businessman. Train coroner. I thought it said conductor, but that's not. I have solved this murder. No, I have not. Right, let's take them from left to right. I told you I've never heard of this man. I know of Bergerworth College, of course. It's an excellent institution, but I didn't know he was a professor there. Now, come on, let's not delay our journey further. I'm traveling with 19 suitcases of exotic rubber to make new and exciting wheels at the factory. Detective mode? You observe closely to see what you can deduce. Exotic rubber, eh? No doubt from the jungles of Almodovar, though whose local brand of nicotine I smell in his color. Of course, the rubber plants of Almodovar don't just yield material for bounty tires, but an odorless poison lethal when drunk in hot tea. But why would this man abet the murder of a stranger? I suspect the answer lies in the resume on the table, and the name printed on it, Martin Perry. Okie dokie. Yume Ryukensi. Probably butchering that. The widow Ryukensi dabs her eyes with a handkerchief embroidered with the words morning rags, and wipes. A moment's privacy, please, Detective. I had nothing to do with my husband's death and no reason to want him gone. He was a kind man, not a rich one. Everything he made he spent on the roulette tables. He owned 700 of them. That's the largest collection in the world. We were traveling to Yorba Linda so the major could give my husband the key to the city. But that won't happen now. You deduce that you should make some observations. Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. She says she had no reason to wish her husband dead, but the chemical stain on her cuticles and the fingerprints on the window above, which she opened to dispose of the murder weapon, tell the tale more truly. But the nose reveals even more. Observe the zigzag pattern of the medial cleft below the nostrils. It's called Petrie's philtrum, and it's a rare genetic condition she shares with Martin Perry, her son. Juicy. The young man is absent-mindedly but methodically disassembling and reassembling a fountain pen. It's as I said, yes, the man was a professor of mine at Bergerworth College, and yes, he gave me a C and a D, but that's no reason to kill a man, wouldn't you agree? Besides, at the time of his death, I was in the laboratory trying to figure out all the bits and pieces to do the perfect alibi. Wouldn't you agree? Too perfect. He's right. A mere C and D are no reason to kill one's professor, but is that the whole story? Observe how the boy tinkers with the fountain pen and the train lavatory. He fancies himself a mechanic, but he wouldn't get a foot in the door of that profession if his C and D stood for car dunce. Nobody would be able to hire him, unless the professor who awarded those ignominious grades died. In that event, every grade he ever gave would be voided, and this young man could take the plum jump in the car manufacture and start earning the big bucks. Can I talk to them again, see if there's something new? There's not. At least not in... Okay, not in conversation, so I have to talk with the coroner then. Tell me what you know of this case. Mr. Perry returned later. Okay, so it fits with that he wasn't in the car. So it's only Ryukensi and Mr. Andretti. I have solved this murder. Have I? Oh, right. Okay, so it's more of a deductive, like we have all the clues, we just need to put them all together. I was never in doubt, detective. Now tell us all. What happened here? The victim... Stabbed, shot, poisoned, blown up, clobbered, smushed. That's all for now. He was poisoned. By me, a giant dog. So Martin doesn't have any... I mean, he could have poisoned him, but it's either the wife or the businessman, because they both have clues related to poison. I think the one with most readily available poison is probably Andretti. What? Cretino! Oh, there we go. Exotic poison from the Almodovar rubber tree. Oh. That's not a bad call that they were all in on it, which seems very likely. Out of greed, out of jealousy, out of lust, for revenge, out of sick curiosity to shut him up, to protect someone or something. Neither of those seem to make any kind of sense, so this one actually seems to be more reasonable. Okay, so that was. Yes. Okay, let's see. Does the fact that we have accused him change anything? Didn't know he was a professor. 19 suitcases. Odorless poison. I mean, that does seem to fit. What is here? Petrie's Filtrum. So this is like it's definitely not Martin that did it, but it's the reasoning why that's so poisoned. Yes, Andretti. Exotic poison to protect someone or something. It's either these two. I don't think any of these is gonna. So no. Poisoned. Poison to shut him up. Well, I mean, technically I could know this. Oh, hell. Oh, that was just me. Fountain pen, fancies himself a mechanic. I suppose if you had some kind of curses that you left unresolved. Okay. Andretti. Right, let's try it. To shut him up? Nope. I'm missing something. I'm missing something quite important. Poisoned, yes. Is it the wife? Let's try that. But what would she be using? I don't know what she would be using, so let's see what she says. Fingerprints doesn't say anything about chemical stain. I don't know enough about those poisons to know which one is chemical and which is natural, I'm afraid. So, but let's try it. Yumio. So hemlock is natural, I know that much. Arsenic is also natural, but like you usually, when talking about it in terms of poison, it's usually concentrated, in which case it is mostly chemical. Because otherwise arsenic is basically found in almonds. Cocaine is from puppetry, so natural. Strychnine? I mean, she could have gotten... If there is 19 suitcases... Why not? Haha! The victim was poisoned by Yumio Kenshi with exotic poison from the Almodovar rubber tree to avoid Martin Perry's car Dunn's grade so he could make tires for Mr. Andretti. Young Martin Perry dreams of working on cars, and his fresh ideas excite Mr. Andretti, who runs a tire factory. But Master Perry's professor has effectively blacklisted him as a car dunce. Unemployable. What to do? Kill the professor, of course, and avoid that odious grade. Here the plot becomes most wretched. Master Perry's mother, Yumio Kenshi, marries the professor and arranges for him to be present on the very same train as Master Perry and Mr. Andretti, who supplies an undetectable poison administered by Mr. Ryu Kenshi. Voila! No more professor, no more car duns. But there is one thing our three conspirators did not count on. Me. Pause for applause. I'm not ashamed any parent, sir, would do the same. As would any manager seeking new talent with interesting ideas about tires. If you call someone a car dunce, you're branding them for life and you're responsible for anything that happens next. How awful, the three of them in together. Tell you what, detective, at the next stop they can all get out and take the bus. Sick business indeed. Quite so, but a wonderful feeling, I think, to be possessed of great gifts, of great powers of deduction and observation, and... to use them. Here's another gift. A gift, that is. I call it a reward. A trained coroner in a dream, or something. Nice ring, isn't it? Look what rewards accrue to the powerful. Look how the world reveals itself at your touch. Ew. I must take my leave. Okay. Right. Well, does it remain unresolved? Evidently the uncursing machine wasn't built to store this many curses. So we've not done it. No, all we have. Alright, well, I got attacked by some weird shadow monster. Sure. Like a sort of crazy abstract nightmare thing? Yeah, you see them? Nope, never. Murray did, though. He described them to me once. Did he have some kind of ultra-scientific name for them? Yeah, with shadow monsters. Is there anything I can do about them? Well, here, take this ring. Murray gave it to me and said I could use it to banish them if I ever got attacked by one, but I never have, so you might as well take it. This cheap hunk of costume jewelry will probably turn your finger green, but it also banishes shadow monsters, so it's probably worth it. Maybe they're allergic to zinc. Alright, well, that worked out nicely. I found a weird little hole in space. A what? Like a sort of shadow pocket thing. You didn't put your hand in it or anything, did you? Yeah. There was a hot dog inside. Did you eat it? No, don't answer that. I'm going to suggest that you don't do that again. Okay, you're going to, though, aren't you? I guess we'll find out. Ooh. Hey. Okay, well, I haven't seen them in quite a while, but did you know compasses used to be different? What? Different how? Like north used to be called west or something. Oh, right, I remember hearing about that. I was only about 3 years old when it happened, though. It seems really disorienting. People can get used to just about anything. Nobody complains anymore about how they stopped putting lard in chewing gum, for instance. I guess so. Right. Charles, do you have anything to say? Thanks again for the rescue, Rain. I'd been corned beef hash with a side of eggs if you hadn't showed up. Oh, it's nothing, Charles. I basically just followed your wrenches. Here's your wrenches back, by the by. Nice. Knew these babies would come in handy for something someday. Don't you use them for, like, wrenching? Well, the 7/8, yeah. The 255, 256, and not so much. Gotcha. Anything I can help you with? Yeah. Nice, but not where I wanted to go. Oh, go to bed. Right. Let's go to... Time to pick a fourth store. Right. The first applicant is Advanced Pants. It doesn't say what they plan on selling, but I have to assume that it's pants. The second is Ye Olde Chemiker, some SIT science lady who wants to sell potions. The last applicant is La Table Enchantée. It's like a high-end kitchen store, magical utensils and the like. Pants. Alright, I'll get them moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. You tear your old poster off the wall and put up a new one. Flemberg's tiny workbench. Find a hook on the ceiling beams and hang up your new refrigerator. Cool. Glowy orb on your knick-knack shelf. Alright, starting to get a little crowded in here. Still burnt, right? Okay. Let's see what nightmare awaits us. A disconcerting dream. Today is October 20th, 1902. Ooh, another date. Write today's entry. This diary is property of Margaret, age 9. All others got to keep out under penalty of the law. Dear Diary, yesterday our dog Daisy died. Papa said it was bound to happen because she was older than me, which isn't old for a kid, but is really old for a dog. He said we'll get a new dog soon, but I was sad anyway. Some birthday. At school today, the teacher asked what we'd want to be when we grow up. I said I'll be God because then I can make sure all dogs live a long time and are always happy. Everyone laughed and that jerk Billy Gripsley said a girl can't be God, so I said I'll be president instead because that's nearly as good. He said a girl can't be president either. Well, I'll show him. I'm gonna make all kinds of laws about being nice to dogs, and I'll make being a jerk illegal too, so Billy Gripsley goes to jail and can't eat nothing but bread and water forever. So there. Poindexter, your insufferable bean counter. What is it, Terence? Madam Comptroller, I merely need your signature on these budget revisions. With this, the remainder of funds currently allocated to municipal services will be redirected to your shadow presidential campaign and your other projects. That sounds a bit obvious. Rest assured I'm only sparing you the details, which you have made quite clear to me that you find intolerably boring. These transactions will be meticulously obscured through shell corporations, cutouts, offshore accounts, and the like. Well, not like today, where it's pretty obvious. Alright, good. You better not be skimming more off the top than I'm willing to ignore. Certainly not, Madam Comptroller. One of your PR lackeys, carefully trained to be just unafraid of you enough to tell you what not to say in public. It's time to record the announcement of your candidacy for Shadow President. Alright, attention please. Attention peons. Geez, don't call them peons, ma'am, and please try it for a less totalitarian tone generally. Right, so something like, howdy folks, what's cooking my pals, my fellow citizens? I, Margaret... That's weird, the levels went all funny when you said your last name. Don't worry about it. Hereby announce my candidacy for Shadow President. Vote for me or else. No, sorry, ma'am. No. Start out by explaining who you are. Most of them probably don't pay much attention to local politics. Alright. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I have made it my mission to... There's a point to be made about modern politics, isn't there? Eliminate waste and graft in the city's finances. And I'm proud to say that I've been completely successful through my program of shutting down needlessly wasteful civic programs, thereby forcing you to live in desperate squalor like the rats you are. Reserving your valuable taxpayer meat for things that actually matter. Things like warm baseball and apple pie. Ultimate power! Perfectly. Meaningless. Love it. Okay then, just a call to action on top of to top it all off, and we're done. A vote for me is a vote for you. Vote for me and I'll pay you 100 meat. Vote for me or I'll destroy you. Oh, that's great. Just perfect. Good. Is that all? Yeah, we'll add all the legal dismissed blah 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 campaign for Shadow President stuff in post. Great, and then I'm out of here. Ugh, time travel makes my guts itch. This guy is a yokel even by the standards of his time. Mayor Burby, I presume? Yes, who are you? I'm here to speak to you about the Crystal Dream Valley Dam project. I want you to make the dam bigger. Much bigger and much more powerful. Here are some revised plans. A dam this large would flood the valley and displace hundreds of people. Besides, the dam as planned will provide a perfectly adequate amount of power. Why would we need to make it bigger? How about a handshake agreement? What? I don't even know who you are. You want me to agree to this on the basis of a handshake. Specifically, I'm offering you the chance to shake hands with the handle of this large briefcase filled with meat. Oh, well now, yes, I think this new plan is quite viable. There's a sheep in your office. What the hell? It turns out that a lot of the president's time is spent on ceremonial bull crap that nobody actually cares about. Case in point, pardoning the Thanksgiving turkey. None of you aides know what a turkey looks like, apparently. Bah! Pardon the damn thing anyway. It has covered in policy documents, both benevolent and malign. There's a note here going back in time and making the Crystal Dream Dam bigger. Gotta get on that eventually. Your ridiculous court wizard isn't taking the situation seriously. Make it clear to her what is required. Give me a progress report on the SIT thing. Have you taken care of the problem yet? Oh, it's so dreary and unfestive there. All that math and science. It isn't holly or jolly. Screw your damn theme. Your entire job is dealing with magical issues. I won't have that do-gooding interloper messing around in the library. There's too much at stake. Get it dealt with or I'm giving Crimbo's federal holiday status to the frigging groundhog. Gasp! You wouldn't! Get out of my office! Lockers! 6 lockers. Yes, that checks out. Some dumb jock kid you have to give a presidential fitness award to. Get it over with. Hey kid, how's it going? Oh, hi? Brilliant. All right, by the power invested in me as the Shadow President, here's an award for being able to climb a rope faster than most other kids, which is definitely important, and this is a great use of my time. Thanks. Do I give a speech? Whatever, I'm out of here. Ooh, tree. This miserable beast. President Strong, make rich! Yes, I know, and yes, you don't have to remind me of the terms of our two-word agreement. You're keeping your people mean and hungry. Yes, warriors mean, warriors hungry. Good fighters. That's right, you're my ace in the hole, this stinking mud hole. If I need to use force, so you'd better stay on top of things if you want your make rich. Keep everyone worshipping at the Gator Shrine too, but for God's sake, don't mess with the stuff in the basement. If you screw anything up there, I will turn you into wallets. Get me? Gulp! I get! Good. Ooh. Are we a vampire? Because that's definitely, more damn paperwork. How come nobody told me being president is all paperwork and talking to idiots? Sorry, ma'am, but the unwashed measures gotta be kept in line while we amass power. Yeah, fine. I hereby assign this order declaring July 12th National Bread and Circuses Day. All citizens get a complimentary dinner roll and a free turn on the nearest suitable trapeze. Ma'am, I ain't sure that. Who cares? Let Coolidge deal with it. What's he even for anyway? This is all beneath me. Hellstrom. Alright, Hellstrom, let's hear your report. Everything's fine and dandy, ma'am. I don't rightly understand what this shadow energy stuff is exactly, or why you want to go so gall-darn much of it. But the converters are spraying it out slicker than greased mice out of a Gatling gun. With plenty of slag left to press into those weird monsters you like. Finally, some good news. So you'll meet the project deadline. Yep. Though we'll need to expand the oil drilling operation some more. Needed to sign this permit so as we can expand into lots 210 to 240. Sure, whatever. Wait, 210 to 240. Not a problem. My family's farm is 223. Well, ma'am, if you're wanting your weird black Jews, we gotta get the regular black Jews out of the ground first. Alright, fine. Sorry, Grandpa. Okie dokie. Are we getting into the end game? Because it kind of feels like we're getting into the end game. Alright, let's start off by... Fancy compass items. Nah. I think we're good with the combat items that we have. Rub the crystal. Yes. Consider the orb. One muscle. Oh, is that all? Apparently. Gatorman Cola. Heavy as the hand. Very fisticuffs, yes. Melee weapon attacks. Go Badgers! Alright, well, we're starting to look real nice. Now, we got a sickle from a sickle. Wait. We got a signal from a sickle. You know, the farming tool thing. It's over in Gray County somewhere. Mostly nothing but farms there, but there's a store that's been open since, well, forever. The owner's name is Diaspora. He knows Mary. He'll probably help you out. Here's a map. This is a diner placemat. It literally has a map of the county right in the middle of it. Oh, I'm just impressed that you found a way to give me an actual map while still giving me a thing that isn't a map. Do we have managed to remove... No? Oh, well, this one is... So we still have this one. Bullshittery. Well, gonna work out how to deal with that in the next episode. But until then, take care.